contributing minimally to global emission. We bear the brunt of the consequences of climate change. In light of this, we urge both nations to take concrete action across various issues to ensure sustainable development for all.
Climate change is a pressing reality for Bulgaria, with unsteady weather, droughts, and floods affecting our agriculture, economy, and environment. While we have a strong environmental policies, global cooperation is
The
essential.
government is also pushing for clean fuel standards for vehicles, carbon pricing, and alternatives to diesel. This initiative have reduced Canada's emission and have met its reduction targets. Canada's government is fully committed to working with all the Canadians to achieve its 2050 goals.
Doing so much more than any country could possibly do, and the overall statement that the developing countries are just not receiving any amount of help and it's not enough is obviously so untrue. Because we've been, as is with the delegate of Canada has pointed out, the rich countries have been giving billions of dollars to this cause, and a billion is no small number. You could probably create 10 countries with that amount of money from nothing. And as the South Korean delegate has suggested, it is very obvious that some developing countries simply lack the bureaucratic and ideological belief and vision to properly mobilize these funds.
With justice. Data reveals that 90% of global carbon credit purchase come from developing nations. World Bank Carbon Market Report
Give more
2000.
money to developing countries. Fossil fuels aren't renewable and also cause harm to not only people but also the environment, since it contributes to greenhouse gases. Even if it is cheaper, it is better to slowly transition to cleaner energy and stop using fossil fuels. Developing countries need the financial support from rich countries to switch to said clean energy.
In addition to taking care of our own needs, we are also willing to help other countries in need if we have the capacity to do so. This can enhance friendship and cooperation among countries. Thank you.
I think that all of the global people this right to have a sustainable future ahead of them. So we would strongly support the idea of that rich countries should pay more to developing countries for the damage caused by climate change, because they have caused a lot of damage in our country.
With beneficiaries, the NCQG should prioritize investment in renewable energy technologies, capacity building, and infrastructure development in developing countries to accelerate their energy transition. Thank you.
And the next will be the open Q&A. I will set a timer to 5 minutes, and during this time, you can discuss and ask questions. The timer starts now.
Would like to ask a question to the delegate of Singapore regarding the subtopic which was discussed in the speech. I had a question that Singapore is major country which promotes a high percentage of economy plus pollution, we say. So how do you aim to manage that problem?
So the concluding question was, according to the International Energy Agency, China is the largest emitter of greenhouse gases, as well as China continues to brag about the Belt Road Initiative, while it has done more harm than good to the world as compared to the Chinese economy.
Impressively growing, as they are now prioritizing not only in terms of BRI, but generally China is now prioritizing renewable energy, which brought them to be the first major contributor of solar panel energy.
United States of America is that the United States of America is the largest stakeholder of the World Bank, the very World Bank. Everybody takes loans off, and the very reason we are discussing the loss and damage fund here, because ma'am, if the United States of America pulls back its funding from World Bank, many countries may go into diseases. Many countries may go into famines, and that is exactly why we do not use our geopolitical advantage over other countries. And when other countries state that they are not reliant on coal, they are reliant on solar energy, Ma'am, the country that's reliant on solar energy are the African nations at max. The largest solar plant is in Morocco. So it's completely baseless, the statements made by the delegate of Vietnam.
Sir, your question was an allegation on Vietnam for using coal. But the delegate has already stated if you go to a reliable website, you will see Vietnam has emerged as a leader in solar energy adoption. Even being a developing country, we are doing our